We're going to a place called BJ's.
What are you getting there?
I like BJ's.
You like
Earthbound podcast.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Earthbound podcast. Episode 67, whoa! Yeah, it's just me this time. And right now I'm in my car. I just got out of class. I'm like about to drive home. So yeah. I've been really busy this week, so I couldn't get everyone else together. Yeah. So I just exist fucking right now. So for our important news of what's been happening lately, can you hear some motherfucker honking? Some guy was honking outside. It's really raining today. Maybe I should go home right now because it's raining. It's actually not raining, but it's probably going to rain more later. It was raining super heavy when I drove to school, man. I was fucking crashing to like an entire fucking like university like classroom. That's not true. I just made that shit up. I made that up while I was saying the sentence. So yeah, that's really great. I had two classes today. I had music and I had biology. And you normally think, hey, that's not that bad, but no, because biology is hard. I mean, the subject isn't inherently hard. It's just that I'm taking a very difficult class about biology that has a lab as well. And the lab is ass. Just straight ass. And I have that lab tomorrow, actually. So that's going to be so fun. Speaking of it, I have to submit like a couple assignments tonight for that shit that I do tomorrow at like noon. Ah, my keys. I dropped my keys. Fuck. Don't drop your keys. Ugh. Fuck, I almost got them. Bitch. Ugh. Oh my god, do I have any fucking finger dexterity? I would think so. I have like wild ass arms, dog. Bro, okay, I got it. I grabbed my keys. Yeah, so, fucking, dude, I basically already did the assignments for my lab, but like, I usually don't turn things in as soon as I'm done with them because, like, I'm super fucking crazy about, like, double checking my work and shit because I care about that stuff and I care about doing well in school. Whoa, can't believe I'm doing well in school. It's almost like I paid fucking $5,000 a semester to be here. That's fucking nutty. I can't remember the last time I spent $5,000 on something. That's not saying I haven't ever spent $5,000 on something. I mean, I just don't remember the last time I did it. Because I can't remember anything that I spent $5,000 on. But I probably did it before. What the fuck am I talking about? I had to do this every semester. Dude, as far as I'm concerned, nothing has existed before, like, today. Like, I was actually, like, the universe was created, like, yesterday. I'm pretty sure. What did I do yesterday? I hear you ask. I played Mario Party. I had people over at my house. I ate dinner and I played Mario Party, and then I had to go do more schoolwork, and then I had to go to bed because I had class today. And now I have to go home, and then when I go home, I have to go finish up the shit that I have to have done for tomorrow, which is not going to take a lot of time. But then I have to go probably think about the readings I have to do by Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. And I might have one Wednesday. I don't fucking know. Wait, do I? Yes, I do. I probably have shit Thursday. And then fucking I got shit due Thursday as well. And basically I'm just gonna have work ahead of me constantly. It's never going to end. There's a never ending fucking Sisyphean fucking like treadmill of new things I have to go do, and it's awesome, dude. What can I say? It's so cool. So yeah, this is not going to be. I'm not going to be here for an hour. I'm going to cut at some point to me somewhere else doing something else. So yeah, but that's the update on my day. Did I do anything else today? I don't know. Tomorrow for lab, I gotta go to the cemetery though. Something about communities and all that shit, like biological communities and shit. So yeah, dude, I fucking hate the fact that I have a lab. Okay, the labs are the dumbest shit ever because having a class with a lab basically means you're doing 2 classes, but it's only like 4 credits. And they're it's not like these are both like 2 credit equivalent classes. You're basically taking a 4 credit and also like a 3 credit. But you're only getting 4 credits. So yeah. Yeah, it's not enjoyable. And also cuz like dude, I don't even like my fucking like lab partners. We just kind of we didn't have a choice for who we were going to work with because no one knew anyone in that fucking class. So it's like, oh, we just exist together. Yippee. So yeah, no, I'm in the same fucking group as these people. I don't really like, we don't hate each other. We're chill, but like kind of are just, we realize none of us really want to be here and none of us really want to talk to each other either. But we have work to do, so we better get that work done. I had to scoop up shit with a fucking net from the marsh last Tuesday. It was so insanely fun. That's the entire story. No, it's not. It's boring as fuck. Basically, we literally just got a really shitty net. It had a hole in it, so it could barely grab anything. But we were told to go scoop up shit from the river, the marsh. So then we would dump it into these little fucking trays, so all the little creatures and organisms inside would be swimming around in there with all the algae and the moss and the duckweed and shit. Yeah, it's crazy, dude. I could not believe that existed. That's really something. And I volunteered to be the one who scoops everything up because I fully admit, like, dude, I have long arms. I have insane arms that are just so long. If I were 7 feet tall, I would be the best basketball player ever, assuming I had the same arm proportion to body. I don't know where I was going with that, but anyway, I just have long arms, so I could reach the marsh very easily with my long fucking arms. I almost, if I weren't careful, I would have fallen in. Luckily, I don't think anyone fell in, but you could. I was in a fucking, dude, my spot was not a good spot to be collecting shit from. It was so slippery. I was on this like 45-degree angle fucking dirt that was like not solid at all. I was constantly slipping. My legs were so tired I had to keep myself from falling into the marsh because listen, apparently that class has never had someone fall in, and I didn't want to be the fucking guy. I did not want to be the dude who fell in, okay? Like, if there were previous examples or if someone else in that class did it, it's like, okay, that sucks, but I can move on. If I was the only fucking guy in the history of that class ever I was the fucking dipshit who fell into the marsh when we were collecting shit, I would have never recovered. I would have fucking dropped out of school permanently. I would have become a fucking, I don't know, I would have changed my name and moved to a different country and become like a trucker. I would move to Spain so I could, go figure out whatever Franco's doing. What is Franco doing? Didn't he get like, expelled or something? No, he didn't. He was just on vacation for like... Motherfucker was on vacation for like a month. Explain that, dude. Why was Franco on vacation for a month? I don't know. I'm yapping so hard, dude. I want to... Oh, I'm sorry. I just slammed my phone with my keys. Hello? Why was it... I think it was really quiet for a second. I don't know what happened. Okay, anyway. Dude, I'm gonna drive home. Because I want to go home, and I have so much work to do, dude. I have to fucking study because I have a bio exam soon. I think it's next week on Friday, so that's pretty soon. And I know the class pretty well because I'm diligent about taking notes, and I've studied a little bit. I study on and off. I don't do crazy studying for anything, but I do study, you know. But I should do more studying so I can make sure I do well in the exam, because apparently this guy has really difficult exams. Oh man, it's insanity, dude. Anyway, I've been talking for 10 minutes. Let's go cut away to the next time I talk for fucking 5 hours. Yo, what's good? It is now a different time and shit, but it's the same conditions where I'm in my car. I'm actually waiting for a little bit because class doesn't start for like almost 20 minutes. So I figured I have a little bit of time before I have to walk there, because I'm just in the fucking parking garage right now, like I was in the last message. It's really fun. I have my lab class and shit, and we're gonna be going to the cemetery. Did I talk about that? I probably talked about that, but I don't remember because that was yesterday and shit. And then I'm gonna be meeting up with my group members for my group project for regular bio class. So that's really fun. Really fun. I get to go do that. But yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I think biology, at least the biology I'm taking, is like one of the bottom 3 classes I've taken in my entire life. It's like one of the worst I've taken ever. I mean, the lecture professor isn't that bad. He's an alright dude. I just think that he makes the course material too challenging, considering most people taking it are doing it as a gen ed, and we're not in the fucking program of biology. Technically, I'm in the sciences center because I'm comp sci and shit, but I'm not. That's not the same as biology. I don't have to take more biology classes, man. I don't have to take another lab again. That's the one thing that's getting me through. So I'm never gonna have to do this shit again. I just have to knock this shit out the park, and then once I do, yeah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do shit ever, man. Sorry, I went silent for a long time. I was looking at myself in the mirror. I was looking at how many gray hairs I have. I think I talked about that, didn't I? Did I talk about that? As someone commented, they asked what. Yes, I did. This was fucking yesterday. Wait, did I? I don't know. Someone asked me about how many gray hairs Oh, shit, I'm getting this mixed up because I sent a voice message to, my people, being like, someone in class today asked me about this shit, and they said I have gray hair. So I was talking to someone in class, and they asked me, how long have you had gray hair? It was a little bit confusing because that makes it sound like my hair is fully gray. My hair is brown. I just have a small amount of gray hairs, and those small amount are very visible, especially in light, because they're fucking gray hair against very dark hair, very dark brown hair. So, I don't know. I honestly, I don't give a fuck. I think it's awesome that I have gray hair. I hope it keeps happening. I hope the development continues, because yeah, I just think that's cool. I don't know why I think it's just genetics, unless I'm just really stressed all the time. I don't know, maybe I am just super stressed out all the time. Probably because I make myself so fucking busy with all this stupid shit that I get myself intertwined with. Anyway, fuck, man, class starts in 15 minutes. So that means I have at least 5 minutes to fucking yap and shit. I'm gonna have to like finish this shit off in like a real way when I get home. I don't think I have to do any particular work tonight. I do have a little bit of homework, but that's mostly shit that I'm going to get done tomorrow. So yeah, because today is more of a studying day, and I don't have shit due for a little bit. I don't have anything due tomorrow. I have some shit due Thursday, but I pretty much did that shit. And the shit that I haven't done is going to take like 10 minutes. So I'm not really worried. I'm probably going to do that tomorrow. Because that is my time management. Because you know what I'm going to do tonight? I already said I'm going to fucking study. Because I have like a bio exam on fucking in a week, I think. Hopefully it's a week. I think it says it's in a week Friday. If it's this Friday, I don't know what I'm supposed to do about that. I'm gonna go crazy if it's this Friday, because I guess I'd be prepared because I've studied. I think I know the material fairly well. At least I hope so. But I would be much more comfortable with it being next Friday. And I think everyone else would too. Imagine it's like tomorrow. I would flip my shit, is all I'm gonna say. I would flip that. Anyway, that was me checking in. But I should probably go. I have to piss. But I'm not going to be able to piss for like 4 hours. So that's crazy. That's an awesome story. Anyway, gang, I'm going to go to class, I guess. Go to the cemetery and dig up graves or whatever the fuck they were asking us to do. I don't fucking remember what we're supposed to do today. Hey guys, it's me again. I'm about to go home now. It's been hours. It's been all day, in fact. I had to do a group assignment meeting, fucking whatever thing. In the library's basement. We went to the basement because no one else goes down in the basement. That was 1.5 hours. That was one of the 1.5 hour periods of my life. It was one moment of my life. It was one of the most moments of my life. It wasn't that bad. At least my group members they were chill. I don't know. Sometimes in college, it's like, I think, a lot of people in like their early 20s are really worried about looking like a fucking moron. They're like, everyone wants to be like really nonchalant all the time. And sometimes you find people who are like a little bit mature and like just are actually focused on getting shit done rather than looking like, fucking Piccolo. So I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, in the comments below, tell me, what was your favorite month of the year? Meh. Yo, what's good, Gooners? I'm home now. I'm back home. Ugh. And let me address the elephant in the room. No, fuck you. I'm not gonna do that. I probably did before. Oh shit. Let it be known. I am not doing anything in the background. I'm not doing anything in the background. Don't listen to anything that's happening. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. What did I say? Did I say everyone was busy or something? Because that's a lie. I just don't like anyone. I don't like any of my co-hosts, so I kick them off, and now it's just me. So yeah, it's a great plan, Yeah, so didn't I already talk about everything that happened today? Probably. I think I did. So what else is there to talk about? Well, the rapture was supposedly going to happen because schizophrenic, like, people on TikTok kept saying that's what was going to happen, but I don't think it did, or if it did, maybe everyone just has like too much evil in their souls and like no one was good enough. Can you imagine if that was like that would actually be like kind of frustrating. Imagine like dedicating your whole fucking life to this like dumbass religion thing or whatever, and then you're still just you're not good enough. You're cooked. Um, that would be pretty funny, but I don't have to worry about that because I'm not really trying any in any sense. I'm not a religious person. Um, so I don't know. I just rely upon Akai to tell me like what the deal is with that stuff. Um, cause like, dude, I don't even like know I don't know what the deal is with the like the Rapture stuff, dude. How is the Rapture even? Like, do they have internet up there? Cause I keep telling Akai like he needs to make like a vlog. Like if he gets raptured and the rest of us get stuck on Earth with like all the evil people, um, which I guess includes us, because I guess we're one of the evil people, because we don't do like religion stuff. At least I don't know who does. I know Shu doesn't. I don't. I don't know. But I don't know. It's like I gotta. The plan is that if that happens, then we basically Akai makes a vlog of him being of him like rising into the sky, and we both make a vlog of our own perspective, and it would be crazy. It would be awesome. I'm stuck on Earth, and like people are just like breaking into the stores and going crazy and stuff. Um, and then he's up there seeing who was a person in the Bible? Um, uh, um, Brian Griffin. Do you think he's the guy at the gates? Oh no, dude. This is really hard when I can't bounce any ideas off of anyone else. I mean, I can't do that usually anyway, because whenever I talk about something, everyone just goes quiet and they don't respond. So it's really fun. Um, but yeah. Do I have like any topics? Oh, I forgot something that was happening in the last few days. I didn't have a chance to check all of it, to be honest. I haven't watched the entirety of every single little thing. But remember the Undertale 10th anniversary stuff that was going on? Yeah, there was a live stream and stuff. That was a thing, I guess. Yeah. The live stream was really cool. If you didn't watch it, then I don't blame you. It was actually really long. Um, so yeah, I know it. There, it was just you had the fan gamer people. I think they've done stuff like this on past anniversaries where they play through the game, but this one was like way cooler. Because basically you had Toby Fox on text to speech, which I think was I think it was really cool because you get to hear a lot of like developer stuff that it was new information. I don't think we knew about that a lot of that stuff that he told us before this stream anyway. So I don't know. I think it was really cool. I think it was really awesome. And there was a lot of new special edition content that they added to the live stream. The version that they were playing on was like not the normal version of Undertale. It was a special stream version that had new areas that they visited and had new gags and jokes and stuff. So I think that was really cool. I wish they released it, but I understand that they're not going to, because to be fair, they made a lot of the areas look like they would be bigger areas, but I know they only made like a couple rooms in each of those. Like in the ruins, they have like a part of like the old city or something, right? The old home, whatever it's called. And it looks like there would be other areas, but I'm sure there are not, because they only went like to the main hub and then one room. So I don't blame them, but like I doubt. Hopefully someone just mods it in, Because, like, there's no way they're adding that stuff, right? I doubt it. What else happened? I don't know. That was like all that happened with Undertale, dude. I haven't. I'm still outside of like the whole Undertale sphere of information right now, or I guess I should say Deltarune. But I think of Deltarune and Undertale as the same like overall thing. So I don't know. I know. I'm just I really I need to one day get update on all the Deltarune stuff, but I don't have time to do that. I didn't have time to talk to the dudes. And that's why I'm all alone today. I would have had time, but I had people over at my house. And so I couldn't do this show at the time that was requested, which was still Wednesday. Today is Wednesday, and also that day was also Wednesday. It was the same day. That was like 5 minutes ago. Definitely. Anyway. I don't even know what's happening in my life right now. My life has been like really boring lately, because I basically just go to school and then I go home and then I write a lot of words, and then I go to sleep. That's I don't know why I had to say it like that, but yeah. Anyway, in more recent news, I don't know recent news. I don't keep up on any news, dude. I was gonna talk about how didn't Mr. Beast get like knocked out or something? No, he got punched like one time by a boxer, I guess. And people thought it was funny because he had a lot of genuine expression on his face that he usually doesn't have. He usually doesn't seem to have much emotion except like the big grin, the big evil smile. That's kind of scary. So that was a little bit funny, but I don't really care that much about what's going on with Mr. Beast. Yeah, man. Dude, Jesus. Fucking yeah. It's just yeah. Yeah, dude, how am I gonna talk for an hour, bro? How am I gonna do this? How am I going to talk when I don't have anything to talk about? Oh shit. Sorry, Akai was asking me how I was doing in DMs because he cares so much. What do I tell him? What do I Okay, hold on. I'm trying I need to think of something to send to him. Hello. Teagues is doing well. I am not currently being held hostage. I am safe. I'm being given ample food and water and clothing, and I am not being forced to say anything positive about my current predicaments. As for Fragment Fable, that is moving along. It is certainly moving along. I am very busy right now, though, so I can only work on it so much. I'm very busy, with all the things. I have a lot of work here that, I'm not allowed to leave, like, this, like, shed for, this warehouse. It's really important work. Don't go looking for me. Don't tell anyone where I am. I'm fine. I get a lot of sleep. I sleep really well. Okay. I don't know why that was a minute. I just kept yapping. That's my favorite thing to do, is just send voice messages or they're just way too long. Just completely unnecessary. Unless imagine it doesn't send. Oh man. Is my Discord broken? It's still sending. It's only a minute. Oh my god. Well, I'm just gonna let that sit there. Maybe it never sends. Maybe Akai will never hear that piece of information. That'd be crazy. So yeah. Oh, wait, it did send. Wait, what does it sound like? Oh, that's loud. Hello. Tiggs is doing well. I am not currently being held hostage. I am safe. Being given ample food and water and clothing. Yep. And I am not being forced to say anything positive about my current predicaments. That's true. As for Fragment Fable, that's very true. That is moving along. Yep. It is certainly moving along. It is. I'm very busy right now, though. I am busy. You're right. I don't work on it so much. I'm very busy. That's true. With all the things. Yep. I have a lot of work here. Yep. That, yep. I'm not allowed to leave this shed for this warehouse. It's really important work. Don't go looking for me. Don't tell anyone where I am. I'm fine. I get a lot of sleep. I sleep. Okay, awesome. Dude, it's way too late for me to drink coffee, so what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna do a water taste test. This is the brand is Ice Mountain. That's owned by Nestle. That's not a good thing. But technically I didn't buy it. I was not the one who purchased this Ice Mountain beverage. I just am currently possessing it. Let me look at the information. It's 500 milliliters, but I drank about half of it, so that's like 250. No, it's probably like 200 now. It's a little more than half that I drank. It says 100% natural spring water, so that's good to know. Proudly sourced from Fontis Springs, Spencer, Indiana, Rolling Hills Springs, Spencer, Indiana, and Stony Creek Springs, Urbana, Ohio, and or Walnut Grove Springs, Bloomfield, Indiana. So that sounds quality to me. I don't know what makes water inherently better than other water, unless like it's contaminated, like it's Dasani or something. Cause I'm gonna be honest, I don't care for Dasani, and I know like the thing is that's a joke is that everyone says they hate Dasani, but it's like, have you ever tried Dasani? I feel like I'm elitist about hating Dasani. It's like I don't accept you as a real Dasani hater until you've like had to drink it for years. Cause you know what? When I was like a little kid, that's what my family bought. They bought Dasani, and it's like, dude, how does this water not taste like water? Like, what are we doing? Anyway, as for the actual taste test, yeah, it's water. It's very hydrating. It's not contaminated, I don't think. I think it's fairly clean water, minus the microplastics. But like, what can you do about that, really? Like, I don't have microplastics, by the way. I have macroplastics. Get it right. They've all condensed into one larger unit. I'd like to believe like one large structure throughout my bloodstream, or however, wherever you find microplastics, and Yeah. I think it's become like a fortress, a castle, a kingdom even of microplastics. It's like Osmosis Jones. You ever watch that movie? I did in seventh grade science class because my teacher didn't want to teach for like 2 days. I think it was like right before like winter break or something, and we just got done with our unit on like the cell and stuff like that. So it's like, whoa, good time to do this. What was it with fucking watching movies in class and shit? I feel like a lot of like the movies that people like say are like classic movies or whatever is shit that I only watch because of school. Like I only watched those because they were being shown in class somehow to some extent. Um like The Grinch with Jim Carrey. Didn't watch that outside of class. But when I watched it in class, I watched it in class across the span of several classes actually because I remember specifically freshman year of high school, right before winter break. Um, it was like a day before winter break, so none of my fucking classes wanted to do literally anything. Like, what are you gonna do? If you have one day, this is the day you fuck off and don't do anything because you probably already wrapped up your unit, whatever you're doing, and no one cares because no one's gonna pay attention because we're all focused on winter break, and the teachers are too lazy to come up with like a lesson or something to do in only one day. Um, because they're only paid like $30,000, I'm pretty sure, in my school district. That's not true. They're probably paid like 50K, but not enough to come up with a lesson that is not going to matter. Anyway, um, so they put it on a movie, and all of my classes that I took at the time, every single fucking one of them decided that we would watch The Grinch, the live action Grinch with Jim Carrey. But like, we only had one day, and the classes were only like 50 minutes long. So it's not like we would be able to finish the movie. We'd watch the same part of the movie. And so I go from, oh, first class of the day, I watched the start of The Grinch, and I guess I'll never see the end. Next class, oh, I'm gonna watch The Grinch, the same part I just watched. Next class, we probably fucked off and did something else. Next class after that, we watched more of The Grinch. What is happening? What is the point of this? What I don't want to watch The Grinch. I'm not that big of a fan of The Grinch. I mean, I guess like the old one from like the 1700s was pretty cool. Um, where that was like hand animated and stuff. But I haven't watched that since I was 5 years old. And now the only one I have in memory is the Jim Carrey one. What did Jim Carrey even do? He did not Batman. It's Eggman. He was Eggman in the Sonic movie. I almost called him Batman. Batman is not in the Sonic movie. Uh, he also did the Grinch. Did he? Was he the guy who did the guy who was trapped in like a movie, not a movie, a TV show, The Truman Show? Was that him? I think that was him. I don't know. I only know that because of Germa. And if that doesn't make sense, I'm not going to explain it because it's a long story, a long list of events. But yeah, I think that's a Germa thing that I remember. Dude, it's getting late. It's 11:36 at night. Wait, no, it's not. Because it's Wednesday. Um, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. I want you to know that right now it's Wednesday. Oh boy. Um, you listen. I feel like I always talk about how like I'm not a big movie guy, but like just in general. But like people think it's weird that I don't really watch movies, but like I don't really watch movies. I'm not a big fan of movies. Not because I hate the medium of movies, but because I just don't know many movies that are appealing to like me in particular, you know? Like movies just don't appeal to me. I don't like the story of most movies. I don't like the tendency to fall into tropes and shit. I feel like that's just not really that helpful to anyone, to be honest with you. So, yeah, it's just like movies aren't my favorite thing. Um, Maybe if there were more good movies. What was the last movie I watched? It was that one movie. It was the amazing Fox guy that like was the fucking whatever, right? That made a lot of sense, by the way. It was that one director that everyone likes did it or whatever, and it was an adaptation of a book. I remember I watched that. I watched that when I was on a trip, and I was like, "Hey, that's one of the movies I've ever watched. What a fun movie!" And then I went home. So yeah, I don't know, dude. Uh, I just like fucking. It's weird because like in a way I kind of do like the medium of like movies just because like from an actor standpoint, right? I appreciate that and I like acting. That's something I'm passionate about. But I don't know, man. It's just I don't I have too much like fucking angry juice in my body. What the fuck does that even mean? I don't know, dude. You can't. I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna intentionally not make any sense. I think because I'm really tired and I'm really busy all the time. Um. So yeah. Um. What's some of your guys' your favorite board games? Looks around at the audience and blushes. Um. I like fucking backgammon, dude. I guess I don't feel that strongly about backgammon. I think it's just an alright game. It's a board game. It's like an abstract strategy game they would call it, right? Isn't that the term they would use in a professional's terms for people who are really give a shit about board games a lot? Um you know a guy who gives a shit about board games? Like Josh, probably. Josh likes board games, doesn't he? I want to like board games, but it's a hard hobby to get into because you kind of have to have like a circle that can routinely like join you on that thing, give you a hand there. You gotta have people. Same way with tabletop RPGs, but I already have people I can do that with, so it's like not the most complicated thing in the world. Um, but board games, that's a whole new thing. Because board games are, also, they have a lot of setup and shit. So it's like, you know what I'm saying, man. It's just bullshit, dude. It's crazy. What am I even talking about? Um, yeah. Oh, dude, there was something recently. It didn't, there's this board game. It's like a board game, kind of war game strategy thing called Root. Um, And it's like a really charming little game. I've never played it because I find it hard to get into that kind of thing. I'm not a big war game kind of guy, but um it had a tabletop RPG come out for it. Um and I don't know, it just looked really cool. Uh I think that's because there was some like YouTube actual play group that did the same thing. Well, they had a root inspired campaign. Um, but like it wasn't actually in a custom homebrewed uh rule set really. It was literally just 5e. They just gave shit different names. Which I don't care cuz from what I've seen of it, it's a very funny little actual play thing, but now there's a full-on custom tabletop RPG that has been created about the board game Root. And I think that's awesome, dude. Um, so yeah, I haven't looked at it extensively. Um, if I did, it would probably be like to I would probably I feel like that would be something that would be cool to own like physically. I'm a big fan of owning physical copies of RPGs, for sure. Um, but the issue is that the price the prices. It's expensive to do that all the time. Um, and also sometimes like games are kind of in limited quantities. You can't always get things when you like to have things, which is a little bit frustrating. But I mean, it is what it is. Um, I've already talked about my fixation towards Morkborg, which is a very good RPG. I recommend looking at it. Uh, because I'm very annoying with that kind of thing. I don't know. I played it one time a long time ago. I did like a little one shot, just casual one shot, with some buddies I had at the time. Cause I think we just did it comes with this little fucking whatever with a like dungeon kind of mini adventure to do, one shot adventure to do, called Rot Black Sludge. It's a I gotta say it's a pretty good way to get into the game and kind of introduce you to its like sort of thematic, like it sets the tone, I think, for the game as a whole. Um, I did that. I played as a I played as this guy. His name was Prugel. He had too many teeth, and he was really dumb. But he liked to kill things. He was pretty good at killing things. He wasn't like the goat exactly, but he was pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. Um, but the funny thing is that like that's one. It's an RPG that's not really built around like getting better. Um, when you advance, you like roll for a few things, but you also roll like for your stats to improve. But also every time you gain an advancement, you don't gain levels. You don't mark your levels. It's just that sometimes you get kind of advancements handed out to you by the um GM whenever they feel like it. And you can lose like stats when you do that. Your stats can just get worse. And I think that's kind of funny. Um cuz to be fair, it's just like who actually cares? It doesn't matter, dude. No one cares. Cuz your character is definitely going to die either way. Um so yeah, hopefully it's at least funny when you do die. Um and when you die, you just roll up a new character. Cause it's like fuck you, dude. Who cares? Um yeah, man. I'm saying this as if it makes sense, but I don't think it actually makes that much sense. But what do you expect? What do you expect when you called me here when I'm tired and I don't have anyone to bounce my ideas off of? I've been abandoned. That's a fucking complete lie. I was not abandoned. This was completely my decision to go at this alone. Um, and you know what? I'll just live with it. I'll live with it and I'll die with it. Hopefully, I'm not. Well, no, maybe not die, but I will live with it for this week, and hopefully next week I won't have to deal with this stupid shit again, because that would be kind of annoying. Um, but yeah. Um, I think unrelated. I think chess is a really stupid game. I think it's like one of the top 10 worst games ever made. I think whoever made chess should like feel bad about themselves. Um, because it's just kind of a dumb game. I'm not saying that from the angle of like I'm a very intelligent person. I'm really fucking stupid. Um, but I understand that chess is a waste of fucking time. Um, it's like, dude, I don't know. Like I feel like I don't understand why. Whatever, dude. You know what? If you like chess and like whatever, do your thing. But like it's just kind of, but it's not fun. So it's like, what's the point? It's like, you know what Reggie said? Isn't that what Reggie said? I don't fucking know. Something about that. But yeah. Have I told you about Morkborg? Dude, I wanna be more into the hobby right now, but unfortunately, I'm quite busy and I don't have time for any hobbies. So that's fun. Um, once Fragment Fable season 1 has ended, I really do want to shit, I haven't talked about this in depth. I haven't talked to this in its full extent. We've referenced it. I kept it really obscure for a while to like literally everyone. Um, but um, I had an RPG plan go kind of running about amidst for a while. Um, and I want to get back to that. I'm gonna take like a few weeks, up to a month to wrap that up when I have time. Once Fragment Fable has wrapped up its season, because I would certainly like to do extra things. I feel like a lot of stuff is kind of dependent upon when that thing gets finished, because that's kind of the current big saga of Teague's creative journey. Teague's and Co. creative journey right now is Fragment Fable, um, which I'm glad because it's a really cool thing that we're doing. And it's hopefully going to evolve into a much bigger thing over a very long period of time. Um, at least I'm going to attempt to do that. But in the meantime, I for sure would like to get my thing out, which my RPG thing, to which there is kind of a current prototype document, a draft, I'd say. I'd call it a draft, really. Um, that has the bog people and the frogs and all that, because I talked about that. That was a thing that I was talking to people about for like several weeks. Um, and then it kind of faded away because other stuff became more important at the time. Um, but yeah, it's an RPG about frogs, and it's very much inspired by Fuck you! I'm not gonna tell you what it's inspired by. It's like the least useful thing I could possibly say right now. You know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it like no. It's very inspired by this game Barbuda, which if you don't know what that is, which you don't, it's a game from UFO 50. If you don't know what UFO 50 is, look it up right now. How fucking dare you? You disgust me. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that. Um, unless your name starts with a C and ends with a U and it rhymes with two. You know? Yeah. Um, man, in the comments, I have an assignment for those who to prove you listen to this. Can you say your favorite um you who's your favorite Dragon Ball character? And I especially if you haven't seen Dragon Ball or any of its other counterparts, I especially want to know what your answer is. Don't like look up any information. Just say what you think a character is. You might say a character from like The Simpsons, and I'm not gonna care. But like, try, do your best. I'm curious. What does what is your opinion as an outsider? Um, yeah. Where was I even talking about? I was talking about my frog stuff. Yeah, whatever, dude. It's I don't even know how to explain it in a way that doesn't sound extremely stupid. Um, which I can't. I was trying to I was trying to do this weird thing. So you know, like if you're really into the RPG space as of now, um, you'll probably or see the trend that is kind of happening where like everyone acts like the cool new hip thing is old school Renaissance games, um, but in a very minimalistic style, um, which Morkboard does that, and I really like it. But the issue is that everyone else also started doing it because it became cool. Um, and I wanted to do like an old school type RPG that was like kind of flipping that on its head, where it feels like they're trying to use less words and simpler rules. Um, I also use, I'd say, fairly simple rules overall, but I tried my best to do the prose, the Gygaxian prose, um, which makes sense to I think three people on the planet. But basically the guy who wrote D&D, that's kind of he had a very specific style of very flowery writing. Is that the term you would use? He had a lot of fluff to his writing. He kind of just wrote it in sprawling paragraphs as if he was just telling you personally how to play the game rather than very directly the way that like 5.5 you would say it, which like is just giving you dead ass straight up rules very directly. Um he would go on like tangents as well. He would explain things in long ways, and I kind of like that. I wanted an RPG that did that. So, um, I want to do at least. I think that I might do if when I get around to this RPG, I might start by just doing a very basic and easy addition that I know I can fulfill my wishes on. Um, and then if I finish that and I feel like I can do a bigger picture sort of thing with it, then I'm gonna make another kind of basically just expand that edition. Just take it, copy the whole fucking thing, and just make it more, make it bigger. So yeah, but I don't know, because this is something I can't even work on right now. I shouldn't even have the energy to like think about this right now because it's so far away. Um, yeah, I don't know why I like, dude. I don't know, dude. I'm fucking busy. I have too many obligations. At any point in time, and I say it can be a little bit frustrating. Um, because I don't know, dude, time management is not easy. Um, because as soon as I have time I can manage. I don't really have time I can manage. Well, I guess because I had to manage myself to talk into a microphone for an hour. I had to find time to do that, so that's something. I think I'm overall pretty good at time management. It's just I don't exactly have a lot of choice with what I do with my time right now. Like, I'm diligent with what I'm doing, but it's I still can only spare so much time because I'm literally not at my house like ever to work on shit. Um, so yeah, I'm dude, I'm gonna be like I'm like not even gonna be able to come home until like 7 p.m. tomorrow, probably. No, hopefully I don't. Hopefully I'll be No, I might actually unironically dead ass be home at 7 p.m., which sucks because the day after I have class at 9 a.m., which means I have to head out early. Um, so that's not fun. But hey, that's politics and shit. Technically, it almost is politics because I do have a politics class. I only said that because I was thinking about. Don't they say that line in Undertale? Because I had a thing lately. I already fucking talked about it. Fuck you. I don't need to talk more about it. Undertale did a thing recently. Didn't you know that? You would if you were listening, buddy. But I bet you weren't. You in particular. Um, Joseph. I don't fucking know. I like how I know the names of the people who are involved with this, and then I made up a name that would not I don't know anyone with that name. None of the people who are involved with this are named that. What name did I say? Fucking Frederick? Peter? No, Frederick is the other guy. Frederick is a person. He appeared on a few episodes. Frederick. Probably same number of episodes that the elephant was on. Technically, the elephant was on this one because I did address. I did address the elephant in the room. How about that? Isn't that awesome? Um, I remember that was a bit for like a long time where we just addressed the elephant in the room. Sorry, that's. I got really shocked. I was reading something on my phone and I got really surprised. What did I get surprised by? The fact that it's midnight right now. And I'm like super tired. Oh. Luckily, I actually don't have to even leave my house in the morning. I have to leave my house until like 1 p.m. So that's good. That gives me time to like study and shit. Damn. 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 I should just keep saying that for like an hour. An hour? I'm probably at the hour mark. Did I talk about anything? Probably as much as we usually talk about. I figure I did all right. I figure wasn't any worse than the average performance of this little show. Um, so yeah. Um, is there anything to talk about? Is there anything at all I can talk about right now? I can talk about oh my god. So okay, I do have a little bit I can talk about because I don't know if everyone knows this, but this this weekend I'm going to Man, shut your bitch ass up.